Welcome back to this bullshit. This is number
Uh,
whatever it says right there. At this point, I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't
I wonder
I don't
why.
question the sorceries. Like, I don't know for the past how many sessions we've been saying the session number wrong, and I don't care. It's just a part of the
Yeah,
theatrics.
I noticed that 39 said 38.
Yeah, 39 said 38, 40 said 39. I'm pretty sure I when I do 41, it might say 40. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's going on. This is I don't know anymore. This is this. It's this. We are. We are. We are.
We're
are
we're
what
only
we
in the
are,
30s. We need to
in our
more keep track
brains.
of things once we get close to 69. Obviously.
I'm catching up on the videos. I've been lazy. Kinda. What is this?
Yeah.
Is this
Ladies
what?
and gentlemen, if you are annoyed about Hijack being behind on the videos, please send your complaints to www.password1234 slash sleepycathijackisdm.com.
Or just send me your street address and I'll come personally. Dox yourself.
Dox yourself, coward. You won't do it.
Do it, bitch.
Well, that's kind of how we all ended up here. So,
Bro, maybe not
maybe
today.
more to the wise, don't. Otherwise, you'll be joining this D&D campaign.
Enjoy the trauma.
Thrill, that link you gave us doesn't work.
Which
Oh.
one?
The link you gave us, www.www.www. It didn't work.
You forgot the HTTP slash slash.
Fuck.
Try a different
Right.
spelling. I said it, but I didn't tell you exactly how to spell it.
No, I forgot
A
the
few,
secure
a few of them
domain.
are, a few of them are a capital, a few of them are lowercase, and it's very important for the
Yeah,
Some of them are
yeah.
spelled out.
Yeah.
Like, there's one W, I'm not going to tell you which, that is actually, you have to spell
You
out the
have to
word
spell out the
W.
word W.
Oh, okay.
And also, I'm not going to tell you how to spell password 123 all uppercase. That part's all of you.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
But is the word all uppercase in there, or is it all uppercase?
Why do you ask so many questions?
You'll figure it out.
Gosh, stop asking questions. I think you're a smart cookie. You can figure it out.
Anyhow,
Oh, thank you.
off of last time. Yikes.
McFreedy got tied up.
Kinky.
Exactly.
Off of last time, we had a few. Am I on this side or the? Oh, yeah, this side. I'm on this side today. Hello. Off of last time, we had a little bit of emotional trauma. We cried over people, and more importantly, we found McFreedy. He was protecting the boat and very, very shackled. After doing so, after he got freed, he was told we were heading to the castle. He started heading towards the castle, and he forgot where he was going.
Mm,
God damn it.
Good job, McFreedy. We love you.
very McFreedy.
In which, this is where we return today. Back inside of... What the fuck is it called?
In Rilf?
No,
No, it's
we're
the
in,
hair one. We're in the hair one.
we're
hairball pun.
we're in Lupine.
Cherry ball. Oh, I thought we were in Cherry Ball.
No, we're in Lupine. I'm pulling out the map.
It's the hairball one. The one with the hair pun.
Let's put this up here. And let's go to... It's somewhere around here. Here we are. Dildog's map. Don't crash. It's bad for you.
Oh god, you had to say that and you made me scared.
Do you remember what it was? Oh, right. It's pinned inside of our conversations, isn't it? Hey, Reball? Hairball? Something like that?
I think it was hairable.
Sounds terrible. Hold on. I'm finding it. Fun.
Yeah, it was hairball.
Was it hairball?
Yeah. I'm looking at the map. It was the hairball. That's where the ship was anyway.
Oh my god, I found my puns. I found the puns.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Everyone
We're
run!
okay.
I guess we should just call you Rapunzel.
I am not a father, yet I make dad
Oh.
jokes.
All of my dice are gone,
I'm
and
a
somebody else,
football.
and somebody's deck is here.
Well, you probably will be a father in the future. So you're just getting an advance on your dad jokes.
You want to bet? Kick
Oh,
No,
wanna-
go.
You want to bet?
You
I
want
just
to
can't.
bet? Anyway,
Sleepy?
yeah.
All of my dice are gone? And
I was-
all of my...
I was hungry.
Oh.
Sorry.
At least she gave you a deck.
I have
There's dice right here.
a deck. I'm playing a druid now, I guess. Whee.
The hijack is buffering. Please be patient.
My issue is I can't remember where I made this map. If I can figure out where I made this.
I think you made it in Diltox.
The name of the continent.
Yeah, you made it in
I'm
Diltox.
talking about the
Um,
map making
I
software.
don't know what software I made this map on. If anyone does, it would help.
I wish I knew.
I forgot.
Sorry, mate.
Ask Snappa what software he uses.
Oh, shit, you right. Wait a
Were you
minute.
needing to change
That
the
is the
map?
software I used. Hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Incarnate. Is that it?
Yeah.
Where's my Incarnate account? Go to profile. Oh, no, I'm not anonymous. I don't know who anonymous is. Who's anonymous? I'm not anonymous. Are you anonymous?
I'm not a mouse.
Oh, nice to meet you, anonymous. Nope.
God damn it.
Nope, we got Varen Yaga in here, and we got First Encounter. I didn't even make that second one. It's literally just called First Encounter.
Mega's new character is called A Noon, not Anon.
A noon.
No, they are a nun.
What is the other? Is it World Forge? World Forge. It's the one you're supposed to be able to... World Anvil. Is it World Anvil?
I use Dungeon.
Please sponsor us, World Anvil.
Please don't. Please sponsor us, Dungeon Fog.
Yeah.
Please
Sponsor
sponsor
us,
us,
Dungeon Fog.
Tabletop Simulator.
Did we make it on Dungeon Fog?
I have no freaking clue, man.
Anywho, back to the matter
Meh.
at hand as I look in the background. As we refer to whatever the fuck it is today.
1.
HAI, comma, something, 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 something. What did you think it was, Scout?
Isn't it 41?
The session number?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not fucking tracking anymore. Who cares? We'll get there when we'll get there when I catch up.
I
I'm going to be
Hijack
counting another 20
realized
sessions, and then I'm going to
The
be counting
fuck
us
up.
down to episode 69. We got to make sure episode 69 is a good one.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
episode 69 is going to be the beach episode.
Hey, Hijack.
Yeah.
Sorry to drop this on you at the last minute, but can you control a noon for me this session so that way a noon is able to do what they need to do to move the plot along? Because I just spent the last 13 hours working on a map.
You want
I
to go lay
need-
down?
Well,
You
that
need to
too.
step
I
away?
was gonna say I'm still not done. I need to get this particular map finished due to the fact that this is the primary map for the campaign.
All right.
Like the hub area kind of map. I need to get this done. Then I need to help other people get their characters made because
All right.
apparently
If you need to step away,
I'm
go right
still
ahead.
apparently some of people haven't finished their characters yet, and then I was gonna go lay down.
All right.
Okay. Nick, Nick. Me, 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 me.
So
Well, not
We'll
yet.
see you
but-
we'll see you in a bit.
okay, thank you.
All right.
Take care, Hijack, and everybody
Just
else.
me. No one else. No one else take care.
Yeah.
Just me. Fuck all.
Yeah,
of
no
you.
one. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. See
Anyway.
you guys later. I'm
See you on the
Hijack.
flip.
You specifically know where I will be, considering you already have access to that Discord. If anybody else wants to potentially be a part of that campaign, you are free to be invited. However,
Just message me about it.
yeah, just message me about it, and I could potentially help, or I could potentially invite you. The campaign is going to start this Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or if you want, I could send a Discord time link if you want a specific thing for your specific time zone.
Plug.
Campaign
Anywho.
on Fridays.
Campaign on Fridays. Ooh.
Mm.
Nah, that's fine. That's cool.
Skill issue. Anywho.
Thankfully,
Yeah,
summer's started.
Bye, Hijack, and
See you in a, yeah.
no,
we'll see you
I'm
then.
gonna say goodbye to Rix. I like Rix.
Oh
Okay.
wow!
I like
I see how
mine.
it is. I see how it is. Okay, that's fair.
I'm joking. I like all of you, but I like Rix and Hijack more.
Get fucked.
I wouldn't
Okay.
mind hearing more about this campaign on Friday.
All right. Well, if you want to hear more about it, feel free to message me, son.
Wait, but Friday is for cock.
Guess who's not playing Fallout with you anymore?
Anywho.
Fallout
Cock
is for
sounds fun.
cock. Cock is very fun.
We haven't touched cock in a
Love
minute.
playing cock. Wait,
I miss
we're
cock.
talking about the same cock, right?
Yeah, Kobolds of Qatar.
Probably.
Oh yeah,
I thought
definitely.
that campaign ended.
No.
Way.
No.
It's just
Oh.
on
Hiatus.
infinite
Small hiatus. Small hiatus.
small hiatus. Hiatus
Let's
of
go.
unnoted variety.
Don't you S at me when I'm in the bathroom?
Anywho. Alright. So, as we return to wherever we are, who cares? I don't.
think
Doctor
we're
Harold.
Harold.
I remember.
We're gonna call it Harold.
Terrible goal.
Halbold. Harold.
Harold. Harold.
I thought we were on Bunsonary.
No,
No.
we're not in Bunsenary.
We ended when the ship when we
Yeah, the
that's
ship.
in that's in this Harold place
Okay.
because that's the dockside town.
Okay.
So, as we return here, last time the ship docking, coming in, McFreedy getting unchained and confused, and then forgetting he was ever chained.
Oh boy.
And we acknowledge the fact that McFreedy actually forgot who Hild is.
Yes.
We continue.
Well,
We have 2 days until the funeral.
All right.
so let's see what needs to get done.
It's up to you. This is your time of grieving. If there's anything you want to do within those 2 days, we can. Or we can just jump to the funeral.
Well, yeah. Normally, I'd say we got we got work to do, but we should probably take some time. We can focus on.
I need materials. Give me materials.
Give me loot.
I have projects that I want to work on.
I think they can wait a little bit, friend.
What do you mean? We have 2 days.
Of relaxation. You can go do whatever you want.
Our
I
friend
personally, I personally think we should take some time to rest up.
Yeah, let's
Or
take some
if-
time to just rest and recover.
Oro will probably want to go to Bussinary and just lock herself in a room for 2 days.
It's fair.
Very
Beach episode,
unhealthy.
anyone? We got 2 days. 2 days of beach.
No,
I'm
it's
just gonna
not
probably
the
hang
beach
around.
episode.
Oh. Me, Vicky, Vicky.
Do we wear black?
I guess I have to get a custom
Do I have to paint
tuxedo.
red and black?
No, I'm not
Oh,
blackfacing. I'm not
God.
blackfacing. No. It'll be. Wait, isn't white the other appropriate funeral color?
That's the wedding color.
White for the
Oh.
weddings.
White is life, black is death.
Oh.
Get in the bucket.
No,
The bucket.
you can't make me. I'm good, fam.
I mean, I can, as I hold up my instrument ready.
When I left home, I didn't really
Oh.
pack planning for this sort of thing.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Chime, I think, would want to see if this town had a shrine to his deity.
I'm probably just gonna be spending the 2 days just hanging out on or just
Who is
Rest on the ship.
Chime's deity?
So he is a war cleric. I picked a deity of war.
I don't
I'm
know.
looking to see
Taraxolotl.
what.
Taraxolotl.
Terrascalotl.
That's our only D&D here.
No, we have other deities. We have
Ezra.
Don't
We have
you
the-
remember? Don't you remember the old man?
Desra. I do remember the old man and his obsession with Terrascalotl, yes. We have Desra, we have the 2 gods that made this world and the commandments and the sins.
I'm a god.
I'm sorry. I forgot their names.
Amons and they're not gods.
No, the
Oh, Zon
Whoever-
Zenix.
yes, those 2.
They are also
missed-
not gods.
You're missing the
Oh.
point. You're missing the point. Our
They're
true god is
they're-
the Taraxolotl.
I mean, one of them
because-
made the world, but he's not technically a god.
Our true god is Taraxolotl.
Don't listen to me. I'm
because-
dumb.
A hijack.
Oh no, yeah, that's true.
Tabarth, the Barrow.
Oh, Tyr.
Tyr.
Yeah.
P.
Ocelot. I think this is like the one you named. I don't know. I can't tell if that's a K or an R. Anyway,
Let's go to our pinned messages, see if it's there.
I don't think it
It
is.
should be TYR. I know
Oh,
the
T.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah, barely.
I know Tyr.
I know the guy.
Let's just go with Tyr.
I met
Tyr's
him one
good.
time.
Tyr's a good boy, isn't he? Probably. I don't know.
He's a lawful good, greater god of law and justice.
Oh boy, Tyr certainly is something.
He's one of the main
triad.
deities in like non-homebrew pure D&D.
He's got a nice beard.
I think Chime would like Tyr.
I also think Chime would like Tyr.
Blind justice.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Let's see.
Would this town have a altar to Tyr?
So this town. So this town does not have an altar to Tyr, but outside of the town, there is an altar to a moon goddess, or well, a goddess of rest and sleep. That is the closest thing to town, but the town itself does not have any. It doesn't have any religious statues.
Okay.
We're atheists.
Are you?
On my shield,
Are we?
that's where we said that my focus was, right? On my shield.
I believe that's one of them.
So,
We don't believe in gods, even though I fought a god.
where are we staying and sleeping?
Oh, you guys are staying in Bunsonary. You guys just came here to secure the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once we get back to Bunsen area, I think I'll spend at least a few hours in the lodgings, propping up my shield and looking at the holy symbol of Tyr and praying for justice to even out the scales.
Roll religion.
Religion, 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 religion. Oh no, it's a
Just like
negative
that
one.
song.
Okay.
That song named Religion.
So roll a d20 of whoever's this dice belongs to,
Sure.
and
Or a physical one if you have it.
so that's a 6 minus 1, a 5. Is this a d12 again? No, it's d20. There's 17 on there. Does Tyr respond to my prayers?
What exactly are you seeking justice for?
Hild's death.
Okay. Rolls. Let me ask this question. Who do you think needs to be judged?
The scary lady from the void.
Roll sanity. Make a sanity
I'm
check
gonna.
for me.
So I rolled a d20. I got a 9.
Okay, underneath your charisma, you have a score.
+2.
+2. So 11.
11.
You, as you pray, hear a voice saying, "You seek justice for something in nature that is everything that is not justice. In fact, in its action, is the complete opposite of law. Now the question is, are you going to wait for it to... for some cosmic event or some hope that justice will see itself done? Or are you going to try to instill justice on something whose very entity is its counterpart?
Well, God,
Well, God.
I plan to introduce that being to justice. I'm not going to wait for a cosmic event. I'm going to make it happen.
You're going to be the cosmic event.
That's the plan.
That's a fair way to think of it.
Be the change you want to see in the world, right?
I suppose. This voice is very much from behind you as you focus on the shield. Like someone standing just off to your side, watching this this symbol with you.
Time is going to.
They have this feeling about them that the idea of justice isn't in say alien to them. It's just it's not they don't believe in justice. It's more that it doesn't hard to explain. It kind of like it doesn't have value or the word doesn't have meaning to them. That they understand it and they accept it, but it doesn't mean much to them, the idea of justice.
I'm trying to bring balance.
Well, everything has a balance. We just don't know what the median of the scale is. Oh. Won't we? Well, it is an interesting thought.
It's where I'm at, and I seek guidance. Or greater power.
I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's not fun. Doesn't make
What
it
is fun?
Oh. Watching you. Watching all of you is fun. I have something that belongs to you.
I was thinking if we could find fun and just do that.
Give me your hand. Or at least extend it towards me. If you wouldn't be so opposed. I have something that belongs to you.
And Chime will reach out his hands behind him.
You feel something wooden get put into your hand.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not your friend.
Too
Not
late.
your enemy. I'm just a bystander.
You're my audience.
Yes.
And I seek to entertain.
I seek a good story.
Buckle up.
I'm on the edge of my seat. You already have pieces you're looking for. Or at least those around you do. You need only ask for it.
I'm looking to find my wife and daughter. The void did what the void does and made a void. I'm just looking to fill it.
We'll see.
And Chime will close his hands around the wooden object and bring it in front of him.
You're holding a mask. This is a wooden mask that in itself looks semi-porcelain, and its eyes are almost completely shut.
I'm gonna put the mask on.
You put on the mask, and right now, you don't see much of anything. Though when you look through the eye holes that are, in their action, mostly closed, you can actually see through them perfectly fine. They don't obscure your view.
Chime will then get up and keep wearing the mask and try to find others, see what they're up to ahead of this funeral.
Uh,
But he's definitely going to leave the mask on because somebody might react, and that would be funny.
all right.
Or that would be entertaining.
You head out and wearing your mask, and some people look at it and like, where'd you get a mask from? Where'd that come from?
Just God.
It's just God. Oh, you know God.
You're like, okay.
So, what else are we doing? What are other people looking for? Ooh. Is anyone trying to do anything specific, or?
Honestly,
Not
I may
really.
be trying to get rid of. Actually, let me see something.
So,
There's
we'll
stuff I want to do, but I'm going to wait till after the funeral before I start doing that sort of legwork.
Question, Hijack. How much sanity? How do you check how much sanity you have?
It's on your sheet.
Okay, is it the red number?
No, it's the one. Your sanity is the number directly under your charisma.
Yeah, but like how? Not like how much you have. Like how much insanity you have.
Your insanity is the red number.
So yeah, it's 5. Lemon's probably gonna try and do something to bring that down if that's possible. Have a good time and relax.
Actually, that's a good point. I want everyone to gain 2 levels of insanity.
Oh,
What? Like trying to
damn.
rest right now. Do you think that would allow us to lose sanity instead?
Question, Hijack. Why'd my sanity DC go down? That's pretty scary.
Don't...
Okay.
I asked the
Well,
same question.
Well, our party
Yeah.
member did die. So
Hijack,
that is
considering
true.
at least I'm resting, could I get rid of some of my insanity?
Well, that's what's mainly the point of the 2 days. How are you coping
Yeah.
with the stress of losing
Uh,
a team member?
Beach
Trying-
episode.
No! I'm just
Oh.
hanging out wherever we're staying, and I'm just trying to just breathe. Can I just take time to just slow down and process everything?
Chime will walk up to Seraph's room then, as we were both staying in the barracks, and knock on the door while wearing the mask.
Okay.
That's what the point of the mask is.
Knock, 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 knock. Hello? Hello? That's funny. I thought Seraph was here.
There, if you hear knocking at your door.
I guess I owe answer it.
You open the door, you see Chime in this porcelain mask that has its eyes closed, and it seems almost, distressed. Like it's lost something and it's looking for it. It's the mask in the way it looks like it's lost something and it's looking for what it lost. That's the feeling it conveys. It conveys
Alright.
the blind search for something you've lost.
You alright?
I just spoke with a god.
You gonna respond? If you're
And
saying something, I can't hear it.
Rix is speaking. Do you have Rix muted or volume down?
Let me double check, because maybe
Speak.
Discord did a stupid.
Discord probably did do a stupid.
Yeah, Discord did a stupid. Okay, now you should be able to speak.
hello.
Hello. I guess you were there was some mic spam or something, and I turned you off so I could actually hear everyone else. Since it's the only time when I mute people.
Which is
Indeed.
Anyway, so Chime, what's the matter?
I just finished talking to a god.
From stories I've been told, that's a FIP out of 50-50. Of good or bad.
And
happened?
they gifted me this toy here.
Considering it was given to you by a god, I do not really consider it a toy.
And they were looking to be entertained.
That's concerning.
I'm trying to take off the mask.
I'd recommend you be careful with that thing, especially because we don't know exactly what it does.
I wonder what will happen if I sing while wearing it.
Makes you. What do you think will happen?
Something similar to when Thrandr or not Thrandric, the captain wore a mask.
Silva?
Mm-hmm. And sang.
Or like what Aura did.
All of the above are possible.
Oh yeah, during the forensic fight, you guys could hear Aura singing the song and just teleporting everywhere.
I guess you can test it out if you want. Let's hope it just does what we expect it to.
I wanted to bring it up at least and get your opinion on what I should do.
Well, there are two possibilities. Either it's a mask with the similar powers to what we've already seen, and the thing will just do what we've already expected it to, or this mask will do something completely different when activated, and that could be a 50-50 chance of it being something helpful, or this will be just screwing us over for a petty god entertainment. Let's really hope that it's not that latter. Because sometimes gods can be fickle, and depending on the temperament, can be the
Trent
least
puts
helpful.
on the mask and starts singing.
You gonna start humming?
That's right.
Okay. You start the Nowhere hum. What are you trying to do? You start humming your piece of the Nowhere melody.
I'm trying to get to my wife and daughter, as
So,
always.
you start the hum, and you think of your wife and your daughter. You find yourself in this space. I need you to make a sanity check, fighting Silva, as you try to enter his nowhere.
Hold up. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so that's a 13 plus 2. 15.
What is your sanity save? DC?
20.
20? Okay. So sadly, you do not beat your sanity save. So I'm not going to roll to contest it. Because in terms, you're not crazy enough for it to work. It's so crazy, it might work.
Not crazy enough yet.
Yet.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Yeah. It's the power of the knower very much reaches on the fact of flipping the idea of reality. It takes insanity to explain nowhere. However, you find yourself... Roll D100. There are a few spots you can be ejected in the nowhere just randomly.
Mm-hmm. 47.
47. By the way,
Uh,
you can call... I will text you the name of the mask. So you don't have to respell it. It is called the Mask of the Blind Patriarch.
Ooh.
It is much like auras. Much like auras, not magical. It doesn't have a magic aura, but it doesn't have an aura at all. It's not magical, but it's not non-magical. It, in the way to describe it, isn't.
So it's definitely something. What that
It's a thing.
something is.
It's a thing, all right.
It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, if I get teleported back to where the party is, I'll probably go try to find Aura.
So what did you roll in the D100?
47.
47. You find yourself standing on a mountain at night. You stand towards the peak of it where there is flowers and grass, and you look lower. You see as grass turns into snow going down the mountain. Kind of like an inverse, how a summit should work, inversed. Instead of snow being at the peak, it's at the base.
Hmm.
You look up, and you see stars.
As one would.
Little, just not like normal dots. They're kind of like those, like comic drawn stars, kind of like those 4-point slit stars.
Yeah.
You know those? They're just kind of like
Yeah.
those speckling out through the sky. And then you hear the sound of grass being walked on behind you, that soft crunching sound.
Chime will not look.
You hear as the thing walks up behind you.
Chime
Kind of stands
closes
there.
his eyes.
Okay.
And listens.
The creature just quietly stands there waiting with you. Waiting to be acknowledged, or waiting to be... well, just acknowledge that it's there. Whoever it is.
Hello.
You hear in response, "Hello."
Do you happen to know where it is we are?
I don't know, commoner. Oh, well. We are nowhere right now.
Oh. Well, that was at least halfway where I was trying to be. I was looking for my family.
They're around.
Do you know where they are by chance?
I do. I know where everything is, commoner.
Can you take me to them?
Can I?
Yes.
I can.
You can.
So this is where I ask you. Who is this?
It's the dude with the quills.
Close enough. With you standing is Enoch.
That's it.
Here is the description of the mask. That is its description.
Interesting.
In time, I probably could. But there's too many eyes on us right now.
How do you measure time?
How do you?
Using the stars, usually. And Chime will make a circle with his hands and try to look at one of the stars in the sky.
As you do this, you watch as that said star opens its eye, and you see this eye in the sky looking down at you. And
Well,
you watch
that's
as a
new.
second one opens, and a third one opens, and a fourth one opens, and you watch as all these stars in the sky slowly unveil into all these just speckled eyes.
Well, hello there.
They all blink.
Do you think they can hear me?
Yes.
Do you think they know where my family is?
I don't know if they know where here is.
Mm.
You are looking at a commoner.
Oh. Hello, commoner.
It blinks. This is their domain.
Oh, I'm intruding then.
Intruding is a wrong term here. You can't intrude anywhere.
Visiting.
Yes, we're visiting. Though, some commoners are more grumpy when you visit, and don't like being visited by commoners. Those commoners make it harder to find the doors.
Chime will give a full bow to the sky and thank the commoner for allowing him to visit.
I think if the commoner could speak, he would welcome you. Or not. I don't know. This is a commoner who decided they wanted to stay in their nowhere. Become their nowhere.
Fascinating.
Is it?
To me, it is. And as fascinating as this is, I think I must return,
Very
as
well.
I was not able to find my family.
Perhaps if you get stronger, commoner, maybe you can force a door open. There are many doors everywhere. I can't open them. I merely walk through them.
Enoch, when was the last time you spoke to a god?
What is a god?
Oh, they are beings far more powerful than I.
Far more powerful than you, commoner.
Indeed.
I don't believe that such a thing exists here.
They exist in the world of the divine, a plane above planes.
Divinity, heaven, hell, purgatory, divine, undivine, fiend. These things don't exist here. Dead, alive, here, there. These things don't exist here. I would say there is no God here. But there is the one who lets this place exist. Though I wouldn't call him a god.
And who would that be?
We simply called him the man from nowhere.
Can I meet him?
You already have.
Does he look like a cat?
He could. I don't know.
Does he have a hat with 7 feathers?
You were talking about the other commoner?
Captain Silva, yes.
No.
Okay.
That commoner is different.
That commoner has my family, and will die by my hand.
Will he?
Yes.
That commoner has done well to close up his doors. Every time he opens one to get in, he very quickly closes it.
How do I close my doors?
We don't have a nowhere yet, commoner. But
Well, that hardly seems fair.
does it? What is fair?
Fairness, justice, balance. All what you wish. There's those that have and those that don't. I wish to be one that has.
I think we are all someone who has. But then again, we have nothing. In that sense, we have everything.
But how do I have my own slice of nowhere?
Well, commoner, you most likely do. You just haven't found it yet.
And Chime will close his eyes, put the mask on, sing and think of what his slice of nowhere might be.
So,
A wooded land, maybe.
you start to think of this land, try to bring it into existence, but your sheer power that you have as a commoner, you have the ability to enter the nowhere and traverse it. However, with your melody, you don't feel anything that gives you your own place in it. You have not found the part of the melody yet that gives you place in the nowhere.
Oh well, worth a shot anyway.
Well, commoner, I will await your return.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
And I will think about returning to where I've come from.
You stop the hum and you are right back outside from Seraph. Seraph,
Yes?
Chime has been just standing there humming this very soft melody. And then he's been kind of just not there. Like, you've been trying to talk to him, say things at him, shake him a bit too, but he hasn't been responding. And as he stops humming, he seems to come to.
Is it
Ah,
ground control to freaking Chime? You there?
I've returned. Hello.
Oh. What happened to you, man?
I went nowhere.
Oh. Okay. Any luck in there? Considering it seems like you. I guess you went there doing what you were doing.
Yeah, I thought about my family. I know they're in the nowhere. But I ended up in the slice of nowhere that was belonging to a different commoner.
Huh.
Enoch was there.
Interesting. My knowledge of nowhere is still very limited, so I don't think I can really help you with that.
Did you know that in the nowhere there's no heaven or hell?
That's a little concerning.
Isn't it? And yet power still plays its part.
I guess.
I need more, Sheriff.
More.
Well, power comes in many shapes and forms.
And I need
Unlimited.
many of those shapes and forms.
Unlimited power.
Hmm.
When the time comes, will you help me kill Silva?
What?
When the time comes, will you help me kill Silva?
Why would I do that?
Silva is the absolutely batshit insane captain.
He has my family. Captive.
Oh yeah, him. Sorry, everything has been such a blur as of late. It almost slipped my mind. Yeah, I'd be willing to get rid of that prick.
I wish it could slip mine. I think of it every day, every hour, with every action.
I can't blame you. We need to get stronger, grow our own skills.
That's
Before
what
we
I'm
can really
saying.
go back.
I need more.
Just don't let the search for revenge and power cloud you. It doesn't end well for people who get blinded by that sort of thing.
Oh, this is less revenge and more just single-minded goal. No
Maybe revenge
distractions.
wasn't the best word, but the search for power can lead you down some dark paths, yes? It's best to be careful and self-conscious so you don't cross a line, so to speak.
The real question is, will my family be at the end of the path?
You can only hope.
I do hope. I have much hope. But I'm searching for the path that will lead me there. But I do know I need more.
If I know anything about how fate tends to work, we'll find our way there when it's time. But for now, it's probably best that we focus on the present. Since we got other things to potentially deal with. And we haven't had a chance to just relax in a bit. Might as well take these 2 days to just take it easy for a little bit, even though that might be a bit hard for some of us. If we let our own health slip, it could lead to a lot more problems down the road.
This waiting is madness.
I can understand that it might be hard, especially since you want to just get on with it. But it'll do you good.
I'm trying to think of a way to explain this feeling. If somebody had your deck of cards, your very valuable deck of cards, and you couldn't see them, you couldn't get to them, but you knew they had them, and they were dangling them above a fire. And you knew that if you just got a little stronger, you could retrieve that deck of cards. What wouldn't you do?
Depends on if I think they're going to actually do it immediately. If they're just about to throw the cards in, I might pull something risky, but if I know they're just holding that effectively above my head, I would take my time to find some sort of way of getting my cards back.
Oh, I forgot a small detail. That person's insane.
Exactly. I kind of assumed
And
that they were crazy.
kills people always for no reason at all.
Not even entertainment.
So think about it this way. This person gets other cards from other people that have decks of cards, and only from people that care about their cards, and throws one of these cards at random every day, every hour of every day, sometimes more often than that. Wouldn't you feel a little rushed?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. But you also have to weigh in your own safety into it. There's no use in trying to save your cards or save something you care about if you're dead.
I would argue that my own safety and health is a price I'm willing to pay for the safety and health of those I care about.
I understand that. But there has to be a limit.
Does there?
Because if you die before you get to there, then all your strife will have been for nothing.
I can
You
only
need to make
assume that would
sure that you
be.
get to the end.
Can only assume that my death would not be as entertaining as me living.
Possibly. But just because you think a
And
god's watching you for their entertainment doesn't mean you should act with invincibility.
oh, not invincibility. I still have to respect the limits of life and death.
We all
But
should.
there's a lot of wiggle room there. A lot of gray.
Agreed.
And that's why I need more.
Yeah, I just play the hand I'm dealt, so to speak. Best we can all do. Play your cards right, and I'm sure we will all gain the strength we need to go back and kick that captain's arse. But that is going to take time.
Oh well. Here's hoping my cards don't fall in the fire. And Chime will walk out of the room.
That's all we can hope for.
Chime, Seraph, I want you two to gain a story point.
The heck is a story point?
Inspiration.
Are you serious?
Pretty serious.
Am I stupid?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
It's basically her game's form of cosmic inspiration.
Okay, so I'll just mark that in the inspiration slot.
Put it in your. I would
Put in your
probably
notes.
put it in your notes or inside of your features and traits.
Mine's in items.
Or in your items. Yeah, story
I'll put it in
points
the
are
notes section.
big deals, and they are.
Along with my vegetables.
I keep it with my vegetables.
Ooh, I got a story point.
So story points are the new thing we reward on birthdays instead of birthday witches. And how they work is they either let your dice naturally exist as if you rolled a 10, or is it in world info?
Or
Wait,
you
we
can
got-
add +5 to it.
Or you
We
can
get
add
one-
+5 to the base of the roll.
We get one on our birthdays?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't get one on my birthday.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Yay!
How much money being
Mary
given out?
Chrysler.
Mary Chrysler.
I'm gonna get one next month.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, but what the story point does is you can treat if it on a d20, you can treat it as if you rolled a 10 or raise the base of whatever you rolled by 5. And if whatever you raises it beyond 20, then that just turns into a bonus on top of the cake.
Nice.
So basically, if you rolled a 15 and you use your story point to raise it by 5, it's now treated as a natural 20. If you
Hell
rolled
yeah.
a 18 and you add the +5, it's now a natural 20, and then the bleed over, you have a +3. Bonus
What if you
on
roll a
top.
natural 1
If you
and
roll
add a story point?
If you roll a natural 1, so how story points work is they affect not your bonus. They don't affect they don't affect the bonus. They affect the dice itself. They change the dice itself. If you rolled a natural
Okay.
1, you could choose to treat that natural 1 as if you rolled a 10, or just add the 5 to it.
Nice.
We used it a lot during the fight with Hild's dad.
Basically, they are the cosmic. They are this game's rewriting the script is how they are basically played out. You are rewriting the script when you roll it. When you use a story point, you are changing the story.
dramatic.
It is beyond cosmic influence.
Yeah.
Now I want to use one in the nowhere.
That's where they come from.
And where they shall return.
Yep.
Anyways, day one.
So, is there anything anyone else wants to do in this time between?
I would say what I want to do.
I want to get sane.
You didn't say
But-
anything. He said it to hijack.
Yeah, I know.
No. Well, I already said at the beginning. But I also want to know if there's a way to actually use music for magic. Intent. The things I've been doing, like making songs. Can I turn that into like magic songs to do things?
It's kind of how your
Hello?
spells work.
That's kind of how your
Yeah.
spells work because you're a bard.
Yeah, but non-combat stuff.
This is kind of how your spells work.
Oh yes, I'm gonna cast sticking friend on this fish, and I'm gonna make the fish fly around.
That would just be you casting fly.
I wrote it into a song of the flying fish.
Fish.
Yeah. If you ever get the spell fly, that's what that song could do. Anyway, your songs
Baloney.
basically your songs are basically your spells.
Eh.
Anyway,
Materials. I want to collect some.
all right.
A whole bunch. I want
Text me what you want to pick up, and I will fulfill your shopping list.
Yay.
All right. I'm gonna say, hopping forward these 2 days, we make ourselves to the funeral. It's inside of the Valley of Swords, which is, as we said, the gravesite of the guild, where there are all these different weapons that belonged to those of the guild who have fallen. They are enchanted in such a way that they are a sword in the stone type situation. That the spirit blesses. The spirit is used to... The intention of the spirit is used to bless the weapon to keep it in place. That only the one worthy, deemed by the spirit, in a time of need, can pull their weapon and use it. As the holy rites are spoken, and a moment of silence and honor is had for Hild, it is a closed casket. Some people bring different mementos and different gifts to salute off the dead. Some people... There isn't any eulogies. No one speaks about the time of the person on this earth. It is a noted great accomplishments. It is a noted funny little things that happened or memories. And instead we just silently and heavy-heartedly salute off the dead. Not a goodbye, but a farewell, till the day we ourselves once again meet in Valhalla. The graves here do not signify loss. They signify the power the fallen give us to keep going. That no matter what, we must keep going. For that's the life of the guild. Death does not stop the guild. For we will always keep going. We do not get hurt by the world and get angry at it and scream at it and try to hurt it back. We get hurt by the world and we look back at it and we say, I will not let anyone get hurt like this again. I won't let it happen, not on my watch, and I will do my damnedest to stop it. To keep going. That is the meaning of all those that have fallen here. And when you die, you know, your grave will signify that same thing. Your own voice, your own weapon, your own grave. To tell others, even though you're gone for now, keep going. And don't you ever stop. Don't look back at me and be sorrowful of my death. Wave me goodbye and keep going. That is the right of the guild. As the grave is filled, soft dirt holding the spot that once was an open hole that had Hild's casket. Flowers, trinkets are placed atop. Hild's father mounts in front of the spear a helmet that is a exact replica of the one Hild wore. Places it in front of the grave. He cries. There are tears held. It's not a cry
I
to
will-
be sad.
Tram will walk up to the father and offer a hug.
He'll hug you.
Then Chime will cry along with him.
Tears are held. Well, not held. Tears are had.
Kid.
Loosed.
This is not a place to show how manly you are, how strong you are. There is no weakness in sorrow. There is only weakness on letting that sorrow keep you back. To have strife and keep going. After the event is had, some people then start to share guild stories, talking about interactions they've had and chatting about telling tales of the person. Speaking of them not as if they're gone, but they're still here. Still with us, in our hearts, in our memory.
Is Mega's character there?
Anun? Yeah, Anun's here. They don't know really what's going on. They show their respect. They're showing their respect to the dead.
By skinning it.
By skinning them! No.
No. At least there's. I know that they don't really like the other kind of lupine, but at least they're showing respect. I can appreciate that.
They were showing respect to fallen soldier, is the way to put it. People here in the guild aren't really necessarily the lupine anymore. You aren't a lupine in this guild. You aren't a member of the lupine. You are a guild member. You put that first. You put your king. You put your guild and your king first.
Me,
Right.
King Bunny.
For king and country.
Sleepy,
Yeah.
What is Anon doing with the pelt?
Which pelt?
All of them.
The pelt that Anon wears around his shoulders.
Anun. I don't know if they're doing anything with their mother.
I have a
Pretty
genius
pretty
idea.
sure that pelts their mother. I'm not sure.
I have a
if
genius
they're all the
idea that'll
family.
hijack.
Yeah,
I want to sign up Mega's character as a guild member.
it doesn't work like that.
It should. I am a noble of blood.
It doesn't work like that.
I am a noble of blood, and I'm gonna tell you that my grandfather works for this guild.
My dad owns Microsoft.
My dad's dad owns this guild. He's the one that
My
found.
dad works at Microsoft. You gotta listen to me.
My dad works at.
I'm gonna get you
but
bans.
my dad
My
works
dad works
at.
for
Bono.
PlayStation.
My dad works at Benosoft.
My dad works at Steam.
My dad works for Steam. I'm gonna get your Steam account banned.
My dad is Gabe Newell. I've been asking him for years to make TF2 better. He still has it.
I'm his fourth child. His child 1, child 2,
And-
and then child 4.
That man is old.
He can't count to 3.
Exactly. That's the dementia kicking in.
Anywho, so as we mourn Hild's death, people are welcome to stay inside of the field. It is an open space. Anyone
How
who's
long
welcome
does
here
Hild's
can go.
dad stay?
He's probably going to be staying for the night.
He's the last one that leaves. There goes a flower.
Mm.
The flowers bloomed again. Would
Yeah,
Axel
Chime-
be there?
I approach him and share my condolences.
He thanks you for him.
Aura's gonna hug Hild's dad.
He hugs you back. He's small.
I'm
Yes.
too cool to hug. When I put on my mask, so I could cry under it.
The mask. I'm picturing like the mask betrays his emotions.
It would. I'd actually no to that. It is just a pure, blank, white mask.
It is a pure blank white mask that demands the influence from him.
You know,
Doesn't-
would be
if he
cool.
doesn't want it to convey he's sad, then it won't.
But there is good news to this. No one can stop me from doing my pranks now.
Aura can.
That's if you can catch me.
Exactly. Though I'm pretty sure I am a bit faster than you.
But you see, Hild had reach.
Well, you see, I have 40-foot of movement speed.
Well, you see, go over there. And then the siblings start fighting.
Chime is going to stand there quietly beside Hild's father. For as long as he stays, I will stay.
You know, hang on. I got a thing to do. Hi, Jack. Did the guild have a song?
They have many songs.
But did the guild had a song?
Like a theme?
No.
Like a not a
They
national
don't-
anthem,
They
but
don't have a jingle.
they don't have like a EDF. Oh.
No jingle for you.
Well, then I'll just play Morning Brew,
Alright.
if you know that song. Yo.
Thanks is brew.
Whatever. I don't know title names. What do you think I am, an artist?
Yes.
I just name whatever comes to my mind, whatever the picture is.
So as the day goes by, Chime hangs out with the father through the night, and in the morning, Platius comes to the father and encourages him to go home and get rested.
Does it say yelling? A rare sight. Or does he yell it?
Yeah. Platius walks up, and as he walks up, he goes, "Well, you seem like you've been in a better place. Really, you should find yourself some rest. Nothing's done well with wary eyes." And he is loud. He is yelling.
A drink with the boys can fix this.
Come now, noblemen. Let us head back to town. We will remember, not with sorrow, but with progression and drinks.
Well,
Come.
that sounds like my kind of celebration.
Yes, gluttony.
Let us head somewhere warm and not depressing.
I love Platius.
What?
He picks him up. Onward!
He's just too depressed to even care. He's just slumped over.
Right out of it.
Wee.
His Pleiades will walk off with the man.
Chatlock.
Good grief.
He's so manly.
Pleiades is this 9-foot-tall, metal
Jesus.
armor-wearing man.
Dog.
Dog.
No, he's wearing his helmet. You can't tell.
He's a dog. He has a tail.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
All dogs have tails.
He
If it's
doesn't-
not,
he doesn't have
he's not a
one that
dog.
leaves the armor.
So he has just a big bone in the back of his booty, just
stop.
tucked in there.
You're derailing the conversation, man. I think that's not important. Right now.
Platius doesn't have any fur that comes out of his armor. He takes off his helmet sometimes, communally, which lets people see underneath. So, Chime, are you heading for drinks with Platius?
Of course.
Okay. So, you get...
I'm going to stay with the Morning Father.
Alright. You guys get to whatever bar Platius is basically forced open. Going into and said, "You're open now!" And they're like, "What?" Oh, man.
No.
As the guild crew kind of locks themselves in and gets a big old table, Gladius goes, "We need something that will raise our spirits. Nothing better than spirit itself. Bring us something that will give us courage, keep us strong. And a sangria for me."
I have an idea. You know how Axel's a brewer? Would he brand his signature carrot rum?
Carrot rum is a thing that exists.
King's rum? It's just carrot juice.
It's just carrot juice. Fermented carrot. So, some drinks are brought to the table. And Father starts to talk about Hill and, like, about them when growing up, relating about times. Gladius tells stories about Hild from the guild, about the day. They're talking about the day he dropped Hild off at his doorstep and said, "Take this!" about a child, and the father was just confused and unsure what to do.
After a bit, I raise a toast to Hild.
So, Chime, You watch as Platius takes off his helmet, and underneath you see this,
Dog.
it's a dog.
What's the dog doing?
You see the Shiba Inu head.
What's the Shiba doing?
Chime will toast to Sir Platius.
Yes!
At this point, he sees the most random shit anyway.
Look
What's
in D&D
one-
chat, this is very much Sir Platius.
So if it's the one Undertale dog.
Very much is Greater Dog.
Yeah.
He is a really good boy.
He's a baggy.
Plumpy.
It's my papa.
Plumpy.
He's puppy.
Yeah.
Drinks are
Plumpy.
had, people get drunk, and they, in their own way, cope. Edward gets called because Platius is getting rowdy and loud and annoying people. As you watch as this kind of round, it's this kind of like a lizard folk, except he's got these furled horns on the top of his head. He's got a bit of a longer mouth and eyes pointed forward from towards the side, and lining his back is this kind of brownish spiky shell. Very sandy, kind of draconic creature with all these different horns, and has some filed down claws.
Is this person wearing clothes?
Yeah. He goes, "Oh dear, Sir Platius, you're causing issues again." He goes, "Edward!" And then he goes, "Ah." You know, I kind of got used to being away from you. Edward rubs his... Platius is very loud. Edward kind of rubs his temple a little bit. I'm here to get you back to the guilds. You're being too loud and too rowdy. It's super early. Come. He goes and he grabs Platius by the arm, and Platius goes, "No! No! I say no!" Edward starts to pull him away, and Platius starts struggling like a misbehaving child. He goes, "I don't wanna! No!" He says, "Come on, Platius. You have a guild to tend to." He goes, "No! You'll never catch me!" And he hops out of his armor. And you watch as... He's not a dog person. It's just a dog.
Like a regular ass
Just
sized
a
dog.
straight up fucking dog.
Yes.
Well, I did not see that coming.
He's just a dog.
He's just dog.
No muscly body, no overproportioned body. Just a full-on Shiba Inu who can talk. And Edward goes, "Wow, very professional." And he goes, "No!" And he skitters off.
What's the dog doing?
Edward starts chasing this dog around the tavern.
Yeah, I ain't getting involved in that mess.
Dogfight. Dogfight.
Eventually, Edward gets hands on the very drunk Shiba Inu. He lifts
Want a
him
treat?
up and he goes, "Now come on. We're heading back to the guild." He goes, "I don't wanna. I'm having drinks with my friends. No fun."
Time to go for wonkies.
Play with your friends later.
Walk? You promise? Edward's like, "Don't say that word around him." Walk?
Treat.
Treat?
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 SNAKC.
Careful, you can spell. Hey,
He might be a dog, but he's as intelligent as a human.
as Edward says, either put on your armor or tell it to come with you. And Platypus goes, fine. And you watch as the shadows around the armor seem to constrict into it and almost disappear as the armor starts moving.
Huh.
As it starts
This
to
is not-
follow along behind.
That's
So
how.
this whole time, he's been riding a Gundam.
Kinda, I guess.
Pretty much.
Everyone-
Platius has the ability to control shadow.
No wonder he was such good
Shadow
friends with
Clone
Armor.
Jitsu? What?
No, he can control shadow physically. Make it
No
do things.
wonder he was friends with Armor.
And he can just not die.
Okay, that's because of a curse. If he dies, he
Same with-
explodes in a fireball.
Same with
of 9th level.
Armor.
When he dies, he explodes in a 9th level fireball.
But same with Armor. When he dies, he just blows up.
Yeah, when he dies, he dukes the Feywild.
Yeah. With like
Yeah.
a level 20.
Good times. As
Yeah.
as the father finally heads back home into the castle, people sleep off the night, and we end up in the next day. You all can remove 2 levels of insanity.
No, I want it. I need it.
Okay, gain 2 levels of insanity.
Nope.
Dang it.
How do you remove? Is it the red
You
one?
just go into the takes down the red number.
So lower sanity's better.
Mhm.
I have an idea. A good one? Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well,
Edward
now
is
that all
a
that's over.
Edward is a Tarask Dragonborn.
I'm 3% sane.
Good job.
Yay.
All right.
I wait to. So, as the group gathers.
Be right back.
Oh.
As the group gathers,
Oh, yeah, I was. Sorry, my train of thought kind of left. So, guys, while we were kind of taking our break, I was grappling a little bit with our ship problem. And I think I know someone who might be able to help us.
What's wrong with the ship?
It doesn't fly anymore. Remember, it's kind of just a normal boat. We need to get it back up to full functioning.
you don't have a way to keep it properly powered.
Yeah.
But
So
we have a living engine.
That
Well,
only
it's not
lasts
enough.
as long as he has 4th level spell slots.
yeah, we need a better method of powering it. And I think I know just the person who might be, hopefully, is still here in Bunsonary and can help us.
He's not in Bunsonary. He's not in
Oh.
the Lupine. He's in Volterra.
Oh, so I
Tech
guess
continent. He's a continent.
so he
over.
may have gone back. So he may have gone back there since I last saw him.
He's the one who helped you design and create your dual disc.
All right.
From the continent you're from, which is Volterra, and on Volterra is... Wait, no, reverse that. Rotovista is the name of the continent. Volterra is the name of the
City
kingdom.
that I was.
Yeah, the kingdom slash city. It is a kingdom. Best way to put it, it's a city, but it's a kingdom-sized city.
Above table, is this the NPC you've asked me about?
Yes.
All right.
This is where they are. Volterra is a megacity.
All right. So-
Metropolis.
I know someone back in my home who might be able to aid us with our whole ship problem. Their name's Alex Mornshell. They're quite the expert tinkerer. And if I know them, they'd be more than able to help us. If we're willing to head up there.
I'm willing. Make the ship fly, get to my family. Seems our goals are aligned.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Plus, I could maybe get some cards when we stop by the card shop. Or if we can stop by the card shop while we're up there.
I'm in favor of more power
Oh.
for you always.
And it sounds like we are in agreement. So, who's ready to go see my hometown?
Meh.
What do you mean, meh?
There are 2 standing issues as well, though.
I mean, don't we have to go either help Genfer or cure the blood mist? Like, didn't a bunch of people just recently get infected with it?
No. Well,
Or
not that I don't think fixing the ship should be something we should do in the future, but we need to figure out how to deal with the problem with my grandfather's, and maybe we should look into helping Genfer as well.
What's wrong with your grandfather?
he's
Right,
died.
You don't know.
Oh, that's why I don't know either.
No, Chime and Lim don't know about this.
Oh, I just thought we had to cure the blood mist. What's wrong with your grandfather?
Let's show you. Aura's gonna lead both Chime and Lem to. Let's lead him to Draco and.
Who do you want to bring them to? Draco? Or
Let's
Axel?
let's bring him to Axel first.
Okay, he's the one in the worst condition.
Are we all going along?
Even a
I
noob
don't know. Oh God.
who's being heavily watched, but not in like the hostile way. Or like this is a new person here. You're all being watched the same way, pretty much. As you guys make it into this chamber, this completely bubbled off chamber, his chamber, you see all these different clerics and all these different medics. You see this very, very tall plague doctor, kind of towering over, looking down at the king, with his very lanky body. And as you guys walk in, his head kind of turns a good 360 over towards you.
Jesus Christ, that SCP-049?
As you
Jesus.
hear again, welcome back.
It's Dr. Hendrick.
It is Dr. Hendrick. His head stays still as his body turns towards you.
Well, that's not the worst thing I've seen.
You get used to it.
Yeah. Especially when
He is the royal doctor.
I heard my grandfather is not doing so well.
He has been doing worse. He decided that it was in his best effort to try to fight it himself. That if he kept himself pippy and kept moving forward and not staying still and letting himself rest like we've all recommended, that he can just keep going. But not only has it taken more of a toll on him, he's beyond exhausted. So, looking at him, you see, so he is covered in these tattoos. These glowing blue tattoos that are a lot dimmer glowing right now. And you see all throughout his body where veins would be are completely filled with black void.
Ew.
So I'm not a man to
All
take
around
people away
his
from.
body.
Oh god.
He looks awful. This is the worst case of void infection you've seen. Beside a void case.
Thorandric.
There's void infection, where void is inside the body and it is figurative. It is not figuratively. It is eating at your life, killing you. And then there's becoming a void kiss, which is where you become a part of the void. Or polar opposite.
Jonathan.
He has a single hit point of health, is the best way to describe this mechanically.
Man, someone could really assassinate the king right now.
Yes.
So
It would be not cool.
Chime is going to speak to the doctor
Okay.
and say, "Ma'am,
If you think you can do something, I employ. We have been working with the kingdom's best alchemist. Even she has not found any leeway. I do not question her methods. I do not question how she finds her answers.
Are you
Then
talking
I say
about
is not further.
my grandmother?
I am indeed talking about Rena.
Grammy Ma.
She is the kingdom's best alchemist. I do not question her methods, and I do not wish to start doing such.
Chime is going to focus on his deity
Okay.
and is going to grasp the holy symbol on his shield for Tyr, and
You watch as
he's
Dr.
going.
Hendrick just kind of looms over behind Chime.
Are
from
you just gonna
behind.
exercise the shit out of the void?
And Chime's going to cast Aura of Purity.
Be gone, void. The light
So cast the
compels
Aura
you.
of Purity and try to expel the void. It's so rooted inside of this person. This is beyond a normal form of illness, beyond a normal form of poison, of infection. This is completely alien in its existence. When you reach into it and try to expel it, it eats your magic. It eats the energy of it, and accepts it into itself. It's not. It's weird. It's not eating it. It's like anything you push into it is lost into it.
Almost like a void.
Like a void.
Can Lim try and see if he can see how much time the soul's got left till it like dies? Or is that something Lim could probably not do?
Lim doesn't. Lim. That is.
Just knows
Lim
where
can't see the time someone has left on the earth.
Can I see how badly conditioned it is?
So first thing you note, his soul is missing parts. It's missing parts of. He's missing parts of his soul.
It would be his left arm.
His left arm.
Just
This
his
is
left
also
arm.
the one spot he has no tattoo.
Hold on. Didn't some of us from the previous campaign also deal with this sort of situation?
Yes.
Yes, you guys did deal with void.
You're literally
Wait.
talking to the person.
What happened to his left arm?
That was a disease a long time ago that the king encountered. It cannot be cured. It was mended in a sort of way and stopped. Thanks to the healing properties of a very specific giant. It was a disease given to him by a very questionable man. Bowens, I believe the name. He is not a friend of the estate, but he is no longer that of an enemy.
So he's dead.
Time has taken the toll of Bowens, yes.
Hmm.
His disease we've studied. We have not. There is no cure. There is only a way to pause it. It is known as soul rot. It is a sound. It rots the soul and eats it into nothing.
I think a friend of mine told me about this. Yeah, it's not pretty.
This is correct.
Hmm. Well, wait, there was a that giant was able to stop it.
Stop
What if there are
soul
other
rot.
ways?
Not the void. The void and soul rot are two different things. Soul rot was it was a disease brought by Bowens that he had. Void, there was a special form of void that Barley used. She used a very tame, controlled version of it, in which the version she used would expel itself and neutral out. She was using the void from the environment that sickened the Feywild into her strikes, but would also neutralize it, in a sense.
Hey, can one of you like help me get my drink? I'm kind of stuck here.
I have you, my king. Hendrik brings Axel his sippies.
It's just a very long bendy straw.
It's like an entire roller coaster.
It's one of those crazy bendy straws.
Yeah.
Aura is going to just clench her arm, like seeing him like this, and she's gonna quietly say, "You need law to fight corruption, or to fight chaos. Look to be karma."
Oh, what was that? I can't
I'm
really
hoping
hear you.
Desna could help us.
Oh.
She's not really her purview.
Desert doesn't really exist anymore. Not in the sense
They're
she
dead.
doesn't exist, more in the sense she just can't physically operate in the world.
Right.
She's around us in our magic.
Mm.
She just can't physically enter the world anymore.
So, how are things?
Just so you know,
Fine.
this is Axel talking through
Fine.
via Scout.
Via Scout, yeah. Things are kinda fine.
Try sounding a little bit older. I know you don't age, but sound a little older.
You sound like Joseph Joestar from the Stardust Crusaders arc. Oh my god!
How do I sound older?
Oh,
But how do I make myself sound older?
Gruffier.
wise, Gruffy. Crash. Oh, oops.
Oops.
Old.
Old.
What did you do?
Oh, don't worry about it. Carry on.
Yep.
Me. Mm.
Me.
Also, hijack. Would Axel or any other heron gun around hear what I say?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
I imagine Lim heard it but didn't understand shit. If he's beside you, I don't know who's beside you though.
Because
So.
we all have super sensitive hearing.
Exactly. So everyone around me will hear me say.
Flashbang.
So everyone will hear me say. You need law to fight corruption, order to fight chaos, luck to be karma.
There we go. World's back. All is well.
Rolls back.
So those close enough to Aura, that's what you hear her mumble.
Mm-hmm.
Fideli.
I'm here.
You know the only way to describe the void that sickens the forest is, by the simplest term, corruption. Is the best way to describe it. It is in its action, the way you feel it, everything evil.
And when did this all begin? And in long ago, the Spinjatsu Masters. I said that so wrong. I'm so sorry.
Long ago, the Spinjitzu Masters.
Don't you love just getting called away right when you're doing something?
Right. So, floor is all of yours.
Where did you acquire these injuries?
What was that about corruption?
If he got this void injury, the time I think it could have happened,
He got
could have
pulled
been
into
during their
he
final
got pulled
fight.
into the Black Lake, or the Void
The Black
Well.
Lake.
I didn't get pulled. I jumped in.
No, he got
Yup.
snagged.
Yoink.
Yeah, yoink.
Mm.
Pantheon pulled him and Draco into the Void Well.
And I saved us both.
But at what cost?
Oh,
You
yeah.
were saying something about corruption, that there was a way to combat it?
Corruption. I'm not corrupt. The kingdom's not corrupt. What do you mean?
Tram is looking at Aura.
I've been trying to figure out something about trying to expel this void. I've met with someone that seems to know something about it.
Well,
But
we know.
the way they tell me is cryptic at best.
Is this person, are we all able to visit? Because we may have a lead on where to go.
Lim, you've already met this person.
Who are we talking about?
You guys they're talking about the lady from nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that person. Never mind. Okay, yeah, we're not. Oh, the lady from the
Literally,
well?
And he's saying,
talking to the who's from nowhere that is trying to destroy everything.
She's the one. No, not Pantheon. She's the one who you visit. Everything's in black and white.
Yeah, the well. Well.
Well,
but yeah,
that
Aura is saying this out loud.
character.
Like,
I am not comfortable going there, to be honest.
Do we really have a choice? Do we have any other leads?
Prime will pull out his mask and say, I got something that might help.
What's
That's
that?
new. That's new. Where
It
did you get
is.
the mask?
God.
Our mask with smiles.
The
Another
vibe
one?
was
you
at
get
a
from that
time.
mask is very much the same you get with yours, Aura.
Aura's just gonna look at the mask, and she's gonna take out her mask. Like, you got friends? You got friends that you want to tell me about?
Oh.
I was praying to my God tier.
Okay, so it's not a friend of yours. She's just looking at her mask.
Oh, I guess she wasn't talking to you.
Like, okay. When Chime mentioned tier, I'm like, oh, So not a friend of yours. Should I be concerned? Oh, wait.
About
I'm
my god, Tyr?
no, I'm not talking to you.
Aura, I have a question for you.
Be
But
right back.
Come closer.
Aura gets closer, like,
Is this really your party? Like you literally got a bone man.
I'll have you know, I have my hat.
Hello.
I do not. I still have the hat. I'm currently a
Hijack, you-
human male.
Hello.
Hijack, you needed me?
Well, need is a interesting term. Here.
Is that a bloody freak?
Son, bring up the thing you said.
Uh,
Aura said,
Dev left to eat dinner, so I have a moment since
Okay.
he and I were working on this character.
Aura said, you need law to fight corruption, order to fight chaos, luck to beat karma.
She was bringing up that thing. Talking about Ariana, about a person they know who, anytime they talked about the, helping their father.
They were. So they're referring to
Grandfather.
the thing. So they're referring to the thing that you said Anun is aware of.
Not exactly. Not exactly aware of. More something that Anun has a piece in.
Okay.
Also, you're in front of the king right now.
Yes.
I currently has a 1 HP. Keep in mind.
Yes, but there's also probably like 20 hidden ninjas in this room.
Oh, there's probably more than just 20.
Yeah, definitely more than 20. I'd say maybe 50.
If the king is on 1 HP, you bet your sweet baby there's at least 100 ninjas in this one small apartment room.
Oh yeah.
There's probably a lot of ninjas
yeah,
in both
Hijack,
Axel's
you're
and
referring-
Jackal, but Axel probably has more.
I am.
Anyway, Hijack, you're referring to the thing that you had discussed that me and Anun, or that Anun is aware of because of his backstory.
Correct.
Okay.
You bet your sweet baby I did.
Could you replay the quote, please?
You need law to fight corruption, order to fight chaos, luck to beat karma. That's what Aura said out loud
Right.
to
Yeah.
everybody,
I'm
asking what she said.
right.
You also-
My brain's firing up right now. I'm trying to think.
You also
Hey.
heard her mumble it.
Right.
Mega, your brain's kind of smoking there. It's coming out your
I'm-
ears.
I'm running on like less than 8. I'm running on like 3
Yes.
hours of.
Running
But
on
I'm
fumes.
running on less than 3 hours of sleep. Trust me.
And dude, get some sleep.
If it could smoke, it probably would be at the.
Get that software update, man.
I will in a bit.
Anyway,
So as they've been referred, I don't know if Fidel. I don't think Fideli has shared his piece.
No.
No, not yet.
If you want to, you can.
is there a specific quote that Anun, or is there like a specific line that Anun should say, or is it more like just something that,
It's
or
more.
is there like a specific poem, or is it more like something that I specifically would say?
It's more when they so I'll let Fideli share off what he knows about the void first. Is the best way to put
Alright.
it. About
Okay.
that
Yeah.
about that woman and the void and what the
Okay.
void is.
Ooh, baby, words. How do I put it in words? The void is corruption incarnate. It corrupts everything it touches. Like, I don't remember. I know the girl, evil void girl, says I do it for fun, or maybe she doesn't. She wasn't very clear on that point, but I don't think there's any emotion to it. I think it just expands. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just corrupting everything it touches.
And I assume the doctors are taking notes.
Pretty much.
Write that down. Write that down. The 20 doctors.
Right down,
Yeah,
right down.
like just as an aside, I need to do more of my own research, which I'm planning on doing. So I'll get back to you on that.
So
Hey,
in the act, in this instance, corruption is a who, and we know that person is Pantheon. We know she controls the void, and we know she is its origin.
God, I know you're telling the plot right now, but I'm gonna let you finish. But I need to talk to my grandkids real quick.
All right. Sorry. Once more of the quote. My brain's almost there.
Last time.
Just have to find where
You-
the quote is, and we'll put it somewhere.
Honestly,
It's
just
in
write it
session.
down.
It's in session 21.
Thank you.
You need law to fight corruption, order to fight chaos, luck to beat karma.
Okay. I've got my response now.
So I have a question.
So you are saying that our kind, not just Oldkin, but all Harengon are chaos?
What?
Your kind truly has forgotten the old ways.
Don't know much about what's going on in the Fae.
You have forgotten the shrine of true order. The thing that our ancient ancestors protected and defended have. No. Defended is not correct.
The shrine is more an opposition force to the Oldkin. It is something they
Right.
came across after the Fae War.
Right, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yep, just to make that note, just in case.
Yeah.
Just to know that it is a not new, but it's not. It's around. It's after the split up, pretty much.
Oh, it's after split up.
It's something found by the Oldkin after they tried to expand in the Fae after the split up.
Okay.
Carry on.
All right.
So,
Hijack, do you mind if I add or create some lore in this?
You definitely can input. I'm gonna just give this to you as meta knowledge for you not to abuse, but you can use that as the major explanation.
Oh.
well, a gift from a god's knowledge.
That's the truth of the matter. But you can
All right.
introduce whatever made up bullshit you want.
All right.
So,
Gods just gave me a mask.
I have a question for Aura, talking from Axel.
Well, let Mega get through their thing really quick, unless they want to take a second and think.
Truly have forgotten the old ways, haven't you?
There we go.
We Oldkin had discovered order shortly after ours. When you had thought your ways were better at first, after the old war. But when we came to you for help and needing to defend ourselves from what we thought was a god, what we later found out to be a monster, you turned a blind eye to us. You said no. You turned away. We were left to fend for ourselves in the Feywild. We had to lock this thing away with the last of our people. Our numbers dwindled further. Our knowledge had to be passed down from generation to generation. Our purity had to be preserved. So that way our kind could keep our blood flowing into the soil, keeps it tamed. And yet you let outsiders into this kingdom, ruining that purity. Still you turn a blind eye to us. Fight in the Feywild. When was the last time you even checked on the Feywild? You sicken me. Talking of order. Order is chaos. Order is madness. Order is death.
Okay.
Skill
That's not
issue, I
help.
guess.
I'm gonna ask you about that. What they just said later. Yeah, that's concerning. I. Why do you have to give me? Well, okay. Why is there always something to be concerned about? You just gave me another thing to be concerned about. What the hell? I have so many things to be concerned about already.
Sounds like an issue and not an ish me coming from Flick.
Oh, I don't mean to make me get started with you, Flick.
There you go. There's a helpful sentence for you.
Still, someone left.
Is it Megan?
No, our cleric.
Yeah, he's probably gotta go.
Our cleric is gone. Oh,
Sorry that you had to deal with all that. I will get more. I will look into exactly what the fuck happened when I'm not worrying about
the death of the king.
my grandfather, both my grandfathers, and a friend of mine who is in another continent right now dealing with some shit over there.
Now that I'm thinking about it, hi Jack, what would Draco be in this royal family? Would he just be like
the
a
royal
laser?
cuck.
What?
I was thinking like something dumb like the first hand. He's like the person the king will go to.
There's a maybe helpful sentence for you, Mega, if you want to mention something along that lines.
Yeah, I saw that.
Royal. The royal what hijack?
Nothing. Cat. I said cat.
You did not say
I
cat.
said cat.
You did not say
Uh,
cat.
Oh, I sure did.
Hijack, you need to roll deception.
12. So
I'm looking for the opportune time to
okay.
say something like that.
So, as Aura goes up to Axel, as he tells her closer.
Did you do the thing? Did you get the man that was doing things? What was his name? Sorry, I can't do a deep voice right now.
Do a sickly voice.
Did
There you go.
you do the things?
Did I do what?
Well, you went on the quest, right? Did you complete your quest?
Kinda? I mean, is the moon still red? Like, I'm like, I guess. I mean, moon's not red anymore, so. And I don't see people infected with the blood mist disease, so hey!
Well,
Job completed.
well, what's with the kind of part? Did you let him get away?
No, he got sucked into the void well, and we got other issues relating to that. I'm like 99% sure he's dead. Ish.
Well, uh, knowing the people that I fought, he's probably not dead. But you did stop him from doing whatever it was. So, quest complete. Yeah, here's your allowance.
He raises his arm and goes, "Yay!" He's like, "Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm weak and dying."
He's just flumped over.
I
There's a pill on his. There's just a pill on his chest.
He's raced.
I need
Yeah.
more
I don't see it.
goddamn carrot juice.
No.
You fucking hid it from me.
Are you telling me no?
Yes.
The king of
I am indeed dying the king of air. No.
Honestly, if I was in Dr. Henry's position, I would also tell you now.
Howdy grumpy face.
As you guys are
Also,
ushered.
get fucking rest.
Well,
Who
I
are
like
you
to
talking
see
to,
you
me
get
or
rest.
the king?
The king.
I like to see you get rest when your body is physically just vibrating all half the time.
Alger's favorite part. Anyway,
Oh god.
What? 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 What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's when the guests are gone.
Anywho, as you guys are ushered out of the room,
Oh, by the way,
But
you got like 20 more sibling cousins.
something like that.
gross. I don't need to know that. But grandma said,
You always gotta keep track of your cousins.
Aren't you like all related? No,
Anywho,
man.
so you guys are ushered out of the room. Anoon's still annoyed, seeming still a bit grumpy by
Touched one hot dog.
what you said. In a way. They seem abnormally annoyed by it.
that Aura wants to that Aura wants to focus on other things.
No, about you bringing up the whole thing that it takes law to destroy chaos.
No, order to fight chaos.
That, well, yeah, law and order in this way are kind of the same thing.
Law and Order. That's my favorite TV show.
Dun dun. That when you say it takes order to defeat chaos, Noon seems a little bit
Perturbed.
That, like, you are insinuating that they deserved, as if the Oldkin deserve, and that all of Haragons deserve to be beaten or destroyed. As if you're saying chaos is something deserving to be destroyed and defeated.
Aura's gonna look back and like, I know.
You can see Anun has a visibly obvious
Grump.
face.
Aura,
Question.
roll history for me.
Roll history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I roll history with disadvantage?
Sure.
It's pretty, and I don't want to ruin it.
I want to see if you remember something. I want to see if you've ever been explained a rule of the Fae. Or a
If it's
truth
something-
about the Fae.
If it's something about the Fae, because of Blood Hunter, I get advantage.
It is true. It is about the Fae.
Well, if we're doing the disadvantage thing, I got it too.
Good job.
I remember
You-
that the door is dirt.
You know the letter A.
Good job. You know that there is an A somewhere in the Feywild. You're not sure where.
Okay.
Now I imagine that there's a giant
Look-
letter
look-
A, like Sesame Street style, somewhere in the Feywild.
Probably
Alright.
is.
Lucky I have that advantage because I got a 2, then a 17
Okay.
plus 3.
Uh,
That will be a 30-20.
okay. I will DM it to you.
Yep. Man, it was so cool seeing Axel not dead yet.
That is
I was
true of
have-
the Fae.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I thought Red was gonna attack the king, and I was just prepared
No,
to.
I wasn't.
I was prepared.
No,
I had those 2 spells that I wanted to use ready
Why would I attack
Hold
the
on.
king?
because
I have no beef with him.
but because
I don't got.
you're like
beef
you're like
with
the
him.
new West.
Unknown.
No, I'm not really.
What?
What you brought up just reminded me of something.
Speaking of West, what
The
is West
Fae
doing in-
is a form of chaos. It's pretty much a law in the Fae. Law is unnatural in it. Why would there something be of order within the Fae when there is no order in the Fae to begin with? It's not natural.
You are right.
Hmm.
Law and order are unnatural to Fae, meaning they are unnatural to Aragon and other
No.
Fae creatures.
No. But chaos is law in the Fae.
True. But that means the law is chaos in the Fae.
Mhm.
That order is unnatural and unhealthy to it.
Hmm.
And that's what Anoon seems a bit grumpy about.
Hmm.
Which is weird, because if you think of the last campaign, there was someone that really wanted to stick with order in the Fae.
Hmm.
sympathizers of our old enemy boss.
You wish to know why I'm grumpy?
I'm just thinking, why would something be of order be in the Fae to begin with?
Odin said to you, if you wish to know why they're grumpy.
I
Why
know,
they're upset.
like,
Okay.
yeah, but do indeed, as I think, tell me.
It has to do with something our kind, oldkin,
Yes.
found in the Fae a long, long time ago. A reason for many of our, as you would call them, odd behaviors. Many of the laws that we oldkin follow, traditions, are thanks to a shrine to a deity of law that we found in the Fae many cycles ago. We tried to warn you, tried to ask you for help when we found out the truth of this thing. When we found out this deity is not as benevolent as you would think it to be. When you ran home, when you ran to this plane of existence, this overworld, this whatever world you wish to call it, you sought law. You sought order. While the thing that we found, it's law and order. It is something that we oldkin had to not only fight, rid ourselves of. It is something that we had to suppress. That is the reason for many of our oddities, as you would call them. So take that as you will. That is why I am upset at you saying law is the only reason to fight chaos. That order is a necessary force to fight evil.
Hey, it's some lady's words, it's not mine. I'm
Regardless
just
of who said it, it is something that we oldkin had fought and nearly died and nearly went extinct to prove is not the case, that law and order are good things. Law and order are not good. They might possibly be necessary, but they are not good.
I mean, it's all based on context. As with probably a lot of things, it's based off context. I've read stories of tyrants trying to impose their own laws and orders. Didn't go well. But those were just stories. Don't know if there were any truth to it. Hmm. However, what if we point that enemy's weapon at something else? You think something like that would be possible with this specific enemy?
Law fighting law. Order against order. Or are you asking, should you use my enemy against yours?
And that's exactly what I'm saying. After all, whatever this void is, I can probably argue with it. It's more corrupted than the Fae, than Haragon. More corrupted than, more chaos than anything.
There's a difference between corruption and chaos. Corruption is evil. Chaos is mad.
Well, if you believe St. Augustine, corruption is merely the lack of good.
Yeah. Over this entity is supposedly both things. Law and order that Anun speaks of. Its order is what upsets the old kin and messes with the Fae.
If you so desire to speak with this thing that we old kin have been attempting to rid ourselves of for generations, I will not stop you.
Yeah, after all,
Just know
it would
that I will not help you either. Not without reason.
understandable.
And so far, I have no reason to help you. In fact, come to think of it, I have more reason not to at the moment.
Why you say that?
Your kind gets wiped out. Oldkin will be finished. Oldkin will have finally gotten their revenge.
So you won't help me over something so fucking petty.
Drama.
We ask you for help. You say no. You want our help. We say no. Eye for an eye.
Well, then good luck getting out of the city.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Kind of in the middle of the
Oh.
castle of your enemy.
Aura is not looking happy right now.
Then
Thought this
again,
was-
neither is a.
I think it's best if we resume this conversation, preferably never. But I don't even know what's going on because I was in the bathroom.
In any case, if you want my help finding the shrine where we have entombed this deity of order and law, I will need better reason than what I have now.
And what reason do you need?
I mean, really, we could just kill you and cast Speak with Dead, but
Necessarily.
not necessarily how Speak with Dead work.
It needs to be a willing spirit.
Well, the
Ah.
spirit doesn't have to be willing. However, the spirit can answer how it wants, and if the spirit, if it's
Oh.
a spirit of something you've killed, it's
Then
less
yeah.
akin to answer you.
Oh,
The
okay.
spirit can hold a grudge.
Okay.
You ask it 3 questions. It answers to its best ability, if it can or wants to.
Right.
Ah, okay. So what you're saying is cast Charm Person, kill you in one shot, and then do it.
Also,
In
I
any
don't think that does
Ah.
not work either.
Ah. Anyways.
In any case, back to the original thing. Since I am apparently the only oldkin left that can perhaps think for themselves,
What?
at least as far as we know.
Did I not? I've been fucking doing it. Oh, maybe it wasn't me.
Oh.
as you were.
Yes. Those sure things have been there for 7 days.
Sunflower,
and
your
I'm
mic's
having-
active.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
I want compensation. Gold. Lots of it. I wish to
You're literally.
be able to, how would one say,
How would you spend the gold if where you are, no one would accept it? So I assume where we're right here, no one would accept currency from you.
I didn't say that I would be spending it here.
Well, how would you get anywhere else?
Obviously, I want free passage out of here.
One or the other.
Seriously?
I mean, I'm just saying, you want a lot, so we should get more than what you have. I mean, if you want a lot.
Lim, quiet.
Well,
Lim.
you don't
your
even know
name
my
is-
name. No, it's not. It's not really. It really isn't. But yeah, no one asked
Anoon,
me any.
Yes.
what's your passive perception? I know it's pretty good.
No,
It might be pretty
no
good,
one,
right?
no one asked me what
Passive
my real
perception
name is.
is
No one
16.
asked me when my friend dies. So, whatever.
It is 16.
I'm just gonna walk off. Not too far though. He's just gonna kind of turn around.
You see in the shadows kind of hiding off in the direction of your view. Eldra just kind of overlooking and smiling at the situation. Not in the way she's against you, more that she's finding the situation curious.
Obviously, I wish for passage out of your kingdom. And of course, I wish to be compensated, either by plenty of gold or by, I don't know, something worth a lot of gold. Something that I can use as something I can use for a great wealth, so that way I might be able to purchase for myself a residency outside of this land, this continent. I wish to get far away from you things as possible, preferably somewhere nice in the Feywild, because obviously it will be lonely back in my village. Perhaps something I can use to buy my way towards one of the other villages. Assuming that I'm not the last of my kind.
No, you're good. Hefty.
If I am the last of my kind, I'll just buy land and live out the rest of my days till I die.
The safe passage I can guarantee. However, everything else that you want, not really my place to talk about.
Then whose is this?
Does Aura notice Eldra? No.
Eldra has more in way made her presence specifically known towards Anim. She's watching and she's kind of interested in this game of, or well, this deal that's being tried to be made.
Eldra has spotted you.
Well,
You and your soundboard.
Me, Pookie soundboard. Ciao.
the ones who can guarantee you your compensation would be the king and queen. And since the king is not in a great position, you'll have to talk to the queen. However, I don't think she's going to give you the money without you doing something first.
Like, bring you to the place you wish to be? Bring you to the shrine that my people have defended and protected?
Of
Risk
course.
our lives?
After all, a lead to potentially save the king and another who is also important to this kingdom. I
As
think
Anun is saying these things, he'll shift side eye to Eldra.
He's watching with a smile. You get a sense that she is interested in the matter, about what you're talking about, but is more interested in what the next generation of royals, how they interact with struggle. There's someone who tells them no.
So proud of them.
I think you leading us to this place and helping us get what we want, saving both the king, both my grandfather and the king, who's also my grandfather. So, saving both of them,
Hey son,
or at least give us a lead to save both of them.
hey son, I sent
Yes.
you a message you might have missed in everything Anoon said. But that's something that might help you in what you're looking for.
For
He's
well,
a
you
jolly good fella.
So he's a jolly good
for
fellow.
whatever this creature is, we can do one of two things. One, which will probably be the more difficult part, fight it and destroy it, and use what and try to gather any residual energy, or something that will make us both happy. If you're willing to hear that part.
Anoon is listening.
We make a deal with this creature. Make it leave the Fae and come here.
Huh? Hold on.
If you
Wait,
think
wait, wait.
Anoon's
Well, we would
if you
have a
think
lot more.
Anoon's demands are simple, you will be surprised to learn what the things meant will be.
You need whatever this creature is capable of to fight the corruption. However, in its existence in the Feywild, it is also fighting chaos. That's the part Anoon doesn't like. What they've been defending against. It's order fighting off their chaos and practically killing their people. However, this same poison, theoretically, might be able to kill what you're trying to kill what you killed. So, in the best way to put it, might be able to change the point of its blade from what it's attacking.
Or that's exactly what Oros wants to do.
Very well. Anoon will bring Anoon to the Queen, and Anoon will discuss payment. Afterward, once Anoon and the Queen have spoken, we will see about bringing you to the shrine.
They asked so long ago for help to get this thing away from them, away from the Fae, and you guys turned away from them. Here you are, now wanting to remove it from the Fae for your own benefit.
Fate is a bitch, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
In it need a bottle of water.
It's probably fair that Anoon wants compensation.
Yeah.
It's
It
like,
only
I
took
was like,
a couple,
I'm
it only
halfway.
took a couple. It
only
only
took a
took
couple centuries.
a couple
Oh,
centuries,
like,
several generations.
I've like halfway been paying
Oh,
attention
so
to this
now
conversation.
you want to help us remove this thing now that it's in your
Best interest.
best interest.
But be aware that the enemy of your enemy does not make it your ally. And that this thing its law and order, it is strict. It is rigid. If you fail to follow its rules that it sets in place, under any circumstance, even ones that you are not aware of. It will go from benevolent to hostile very quickly, even over the smallest.
Action.
And should you become its enemy, there will be no forgiveness.
And I guess I must have my blade at the ready at all times, just in case. Be mentally prepared for it.
Well then. Shall we head to the Queen?
Indeed, we shall.
Two steps to the left.
So, you walk off to the Queen's corridor into her grand hall. As there she is sitting on her throne, holding a big grin, expecting you.
Well, what can I help you kids with?
I'm sure the our
Queen of Poison, you know exactly what we need you for.
Children, leave me with the old kin. There are deals to be made. Discussion to have.
Aura nods and bows and walks out of the room.
As everyone leaves the room.
Jeopardy starts playing.
As on this fateful day between the Queen of the Lupine and what might be the last Oldkin, have a conversation and make a deal. Anyone outside of this room unaware of what deals
What was said in the room where it happened?
No ninjas?
you do not know what happened in the room where it happened. You
No
don't know how
ninjas?
the parties get to yes. Every single piece sacrificed in the game of chess. We just assume that it happened because no one else was in the room where it happened.
And no ninjas in the room.
No ninjas right now.
What?
Only made that reference because of you, Thrill.
You're welcome.
Thank you. As Eldra and Anun talk, they make a deal that only they know the outcome of.
So wait, hang on. Mega's character is the last Oldkin, right?
We don't know.
That we know of.
They don't
Well,
know.
if
The
that's
issue is we
technically
don't know if they're the last Oldkin.
well, if that's technically true, then that means we won the Civil War.
All the other Oldkin were infected by the Void.
All the other Oldkin that we know.
Doesn't matter. We
No.
won the Civil War. we won.
The Civil War is not over until the last enemy is dead.
Okay. Initiative.
Technically, Anun is not the last enemy. They're the last Oldkin who
Survivor.
has their right mind. They're the last surviving Oldkin from the Void.
And initiative.
You're not in the room where it happened. So,
You're not in the room at the moment, and additionally, Anun is the only surviving Oldkin in the right mind. The other Oldkin
are still
Are-
alive, but they're infected by
are
the
still
Void.
alive, but they're infected with the Void and are not insane.
Man, they're basically brain dead after that.
They're much more dangerous after that. Okay.
Just let me have my victory.
Okay, I'm back.
As a noon makes the way out from the deal made, willing to help.
You see Anun's face has turned from grumpy to neutral.
However, Anun knows that in their current strength, they may pose a challenge getting to the spot and through the spot to its center. As it gets worse, the closer you get to it, the laws get more strict, more true.
Essentially, there are more and more laws of reality imposed.
More rules.
So we're going to the Feywild now?
No, not yet.
Not
Sounds like we're
yet.
gonna have to go there sooner or later.
That
Oh,
But I
God.
think we first need to get our spell jetter up and running before we want to go
It
there.
always
That-
comes to the Feywild, man.
that you need to find something that could help you get there.
Armor.
Something
Again.
more secure. Something more
Armor.
powerful.
Armor.
I
But in
know a
addition-
guy, but everyone brushed me off.
In addition, you need more manpower. You need more magical aware strength. Some people who can help those law rewarping properties.
Man,
So like Genfer.
Reality rewarping properties.
man, it sounds
Well,
like you're talking about Armor.
Like Genfer.
I'm
Where in
not
addition-
unsure about that, but I know someone who might be able to help us with the power situation.
Where in addition, as I was saying, if you had a vessel capable of flight, could help the entrance to the area. To
We
be
should
able
contact-
to traverse over the Feywild instead of through it is much more valuable than you could ever believe.
So do all the quest plots in the material plane we have right now, then yeet to the Feywild.
Yeah.
More say, in order to find this entity, they're in the Fey. To make the journey
Sure.
to the entity easier, there are things
We're gonna need to prepare.
you need to prepare.
You need to...
And I got a lead on where we can start. If people would stop saying, "Oh, Seraph, just give us a second." I've been trying to for the past hours.
As everyone,
hey
as
guys, I
everyone's,
got a plan.
as
But,
everyone's
and
here,
no,
like,
everyone's like, "Shut up, Seraph. The real people are talking here."
as
God
everyone
damn it.
around's kind of like, but how would we get the vessel flying again? How would we do that?
Seraph.
I've got a
And
person.
everyone's
Shut
up and
and
let me
Seraph
say
is like,
something.
wait, but listen to me. Like, hold on, Seraph.
up.
We're trying to think of something.
Bitch,
How would we
I've got
get
a
it back in
plan.
the air?
No,
People are
no.
talking like, maybe we can get the ship back into the astral. And Sarah's like, wait, but hold on, Seraph. We're thinking.
Seraph, be quiet.
And,
Me and also
and then,
talking.
and then finally, Seraph goes, I think I know how we can get it flying. And people look at Seraph and they're like, why didn't you say that?
Bitch, I've been trying to.
That's where
I
we ended
know a
today.
person back in my homeland. I think they can help us.
Quiet, Seraph. Seraph is talking.
Quiet, Seraph. Seraph is talking.
I will deck you.
I don't think throwing your cards
And that
will do
was my
anything, Seraph.
cards.
I'm sorry, Seraph. Even
Anyway.
though Flick is weak, I think he's still stronger than you physically.
Anyway, bye everybody.
Bye, Mega.
With
Oh,
that,
wait, we're
we
ending
will-
today?
You know-
yeah, we're ending.
You know,
It's
this Delta
7.
Giant strength ain't
it's
just for
7
looks.
already? Jesus Christ.
Fish. So,
Bye, Mega. Tell me about that campaign.
until next
Send me a message.
time. Good night.